the cigarettes, no alcohol will get into your mouth. If you overeat, gorge yourself being going to bed, you are unlikely to feel the full benefit of the vacuum on yourself. You will improve your sexual health and have amazing pleasure during sex. I would like to specifically discuss the presence of an intrauterine device in women. Now, recommendations on how to perform abdominal vacuum. Inhale through your nose, exhale through your mouth, bend over, suck in your belly. You don't want to harm yourself, right? Stomach vacuum. How to remove belly, flabbiness, swelling, cellulite, and pump your body with breathing practices. This is the topic of today's video. I will share with you 3 breathing practices: stomach vacuum, fire breathing, and abdominal breathing. In the previous video, I told you about the benefits of these breathing practices. The video turned out to be very interesting. If you still have doubts whether you should start doing breathing practices, if they are really have such a great benefit for the health of your body, please watch that videos. All questions will go away by themselves. I will talk about breathing practices in order of decreasing effectiveness. That is, the most effective practice is abdominal vacuum, stomach vacuum. If a vacuum is contraindicated for some of you, or performing a vacuum causes you discomfort, then do fire breathing. If the fire breath is difficult for you to perform for various reasons, your body and head are not ready yet, you have hypertension, dizziness, then you can practice abdominal breathing. Do the simplest practice to begin with, and then when you are ready to go further, you can go back to this video and do a stronger and more effective practice. But either way, doing even the simplest exercise, abdominal breathing, is better than doing nothing at all. Stomach vacuum or Uddiyana Bandha or abdominal lock is one of the basic practices of Hatha Yoga for redirecting the flow of energy in the right direction. The main principle of medicine is non-nocere, or do not harm. Therefore, I will immediately start with contraindications to vacuum. Pregnancy, menses or menstruation, any acute diseases and exacerbations of chronic diseases of the digestive and urinary system, gastric ulcer, ulcer of intestines, ulcerative enterocolitis, pyelonephritis, glomerulonephritis, renal and hepatic failure, etc. Thrombosis and thromboembolism, stones in the gallbladder, stones in the kidneys, uterus and bladder, spinal surgeries, oncology, malignant neoplasms, cardiovascular diseases, hypertension 2nd and 3rd stages, myocardial infarction, stroke, myocarditis, endocarditis, atherosclerosis, heart failure, hernias, surgeries if less than 6 months have passed. After 6 months after surgery, consult first with your attending physician or surgeon. Glaucoma and increased intracranial pressure, other acute life and health threatening conditions not listed here. I would like to specifically discuss the presence of an intrauterine device in women. Is it possible to do a stomach vacuum in the presence of a spiral in the uterine cavity? There is no unequivocal opinion on this matter. If we think logically, with many physical exercises also occurs pulling in and bulging of the abdomen, changing the intra-abdominal pressure, right? And if your doctor has not forbidden you from exercise and breathing practices, then you need to check with him specifically about the vacuum. The same goes for having a uterine myoma, diastasis of the muscles of the anterior abdominal wall, and uterine prolapse. It is very important to do the abdominal vacuum correctly to get positive effects and not to harm yourself. Now, recommendations on how to perform abdominal vacuum. Stomach vacuum or abdominal vacuum is a therapeutic and preventive practice and should be performed after examination and the absence of contraindications. Once again, please do not do this practice if you have contraindications or are unsure of their presence or absence. You don't want to harm yourself, right? So get an examination first. I recommend that you start practicing abdominal vacuum after normalizing your diet and at least a slight decrease in body weight. If you overeat, gorge yourself being going to bed, eat incompatible foods, constantly drinking sodas, juices or alcohol, you are unlikely to feel the full benefit of the vacuum on yourself. And with a full bloated belly, you just can't physically do it. That's why I tell my patients about such practices only closer to the end of our personal program, when they have already lost excess weight, learned how to combine food products, learned a new eating behavior and gave up junk food. To benefit from the vacuum and any other breathing practices, I recommend giving up smoking and alcohol, or at least minimize them. After you do breathing practices, you will feel a burst of vitality, joy, and calm state of mind. It will be easy for you to get rid of bad habits and dangerous addictions. Moreover, you will rock the energy of your body so that neither cigarettes nor alcohol will get into your mouth. Stop draining your vital energy. Learn to receive and accumulate it in your body. It is also desirable to do a stomach vacuum after cleansing the intestines and eliminating constipation. Although the vacuum will help you in the treatment of constipation, will improve digestion, activate your liver and pancreas, I still recommend my patients to first get rid of a large accumulation of fecal masses, and then already include the vacuum in developed complex for the treatment of constipation and other GI problems. One more important recommendation: in order to get the benefit of stomach vacuum, it should be done every morning for at least 1 month and done correctly. I hope that you have heard me and will be able to add 5 minutes of breathing practice to your schedule. But as for the correct methodology and safety, now we will talk about it. Technique of stomach vacuum. We do abdominal vacuum only on an empty stomach. On an empty stomach, it is advisable to empty your bowels before practicing. Do not tense your face, neck, and chest during the inhalation. You take a deep inhalation through the nose, then a strong exhalation through the mouth, and at the same time you bend your back. At the end of the exhalation, you retract your abdomen as much as possible. And now the important point. When you have entered the vacuum, it is important to close 3 locks: throat lock in the abdomen, or rather in the diaphragm, and in the perineum, mula bandha. To close the throat lock, you need to tilt your head and press your chin to your chest. To close the diaphragmatic lock, you should draw in your abdomen well. To close the perineal lock, you should pull up, that is, tense the perineal muscles well. How can we feel the perineum or pelvic floor muscles? You can easily feel these muscles during delayed urination or delayed release. You go to urinate, here comes a stream of urine. In the middle of urination, hold the stream. That's how you can figure out which muscles you need to tense. If you are doing Kegel exercises, it won't be difficult for you. If you are not doing them, I have only one question: why? These great exercises will help you prevent urinary, fecal, and gas incontinence. You don't want to walk around with the adult pads and feel uncomfortable coughing and laughing as sounds, liquids, and harder substances involuntarily come out of you, do you? But the best part about doing Kegel exercises regularly is that through these exercises, you will improve your sexual health and have amazing pleasure during sex. Let me know in the comments if you are interested in this topic and I'll go into more detail. So you have exhaled, close all 3 locks. Stay in this position for 5-7 seconds. If you are just starting, you can do 3-4 seconds. Then you get up and smoothly release all the locks. Raise your head, relax your abdomen and perineal muscles, and only then take a smooth inhalation through the nose and exhalation through the mouth. There should not be a forceful exhalation with a sound when you come out of the vacuum, like Let's do it again. Inhale through your nose, exhale through your mouth, bend over, suck in your belly, tighten your perineal muscles, put your chin on your chest. Hold for 5-7 seconds, straighten up, relax the abdomen and perineal muscles, smooth inhalation through the nose and exhalation through the mouth. Such cycles should be done at least 5-7 every morning on an empty stomach. It will take 3 or 4 minutes, but how much benefit you will get if you do it regularly and correctly. About the benefits of breathing practices and the importance of lymph for our body, see the previous videos. Links to them I will leave in the description below. And in the next video I will tell you about fire breathing and how to perform it correctly. Take care of your body, mind and lymphatic flow. Your Dr. Zarifa Romanova.